Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be jumping right back into the Toffee Fusion palette by Ucanbe. So I first tried this palette a few weeks ago. I did a review, we did a look with it. I don't know what I'm saying we. I feel like it's a collaborative kind of effort, you know, but I created a look and I really loved it. I was super impressed with the quality of the eyeshadows. And not only were they pigmented, but they were super easy to work with, smooth, creamy. That's just the mattes. The shimmers were on a whole other level. If you've watched my channel for a while, you will know that I am a huge stan for Ucanbe in general. I think in a world where all the prices of everything are just continually increasing, I really am grateful to Ucanbe for keeping it real with us. I wish all brands would do the same, but they don't. I feel like drugstore makeup these days is considered like a luxury purchase because, you know, the cost is just so expensive. Max Factor, I'm looking at you. I don't know why they think the makeup's so good that they can charge £15 for a mascara. It's like your Max Factor. I don't know why a Max Factor even in the shops. How have they survived this long? Although the majority of this palette is, I would say, warm tones, they do have a really solid mix of cooler tones. So the first time that I created a look with this palette, when I filmed my review video, I created a warm toned look. I thought it was only fitting. The majority of the shades are warm toned, but today we're going to take a trip to the cool side. We're going to create a beautiful icy queen cool toned sensational look. And also I did get a couple of comments. Well, I didn't get a couple, I think I got one. I got one comment. They said they would really like to see me use some of the cooler shades, so that's what we're doing today. Because do you know what? I aim to please. So unlike every other eyeshadow video that I've ever created, I actually have a plan of action for what I want to do today. So I picked out the shades I want to use. I'm going to go in with this beautiful metallic graphite kind of grey shade. I'm going to have that on the lid. We're going to go in with this kind of purpley toned aubergine grey. Probably this grey. Definitely going to be a bit of this coming to the party. This guy, I think he's showing up to the party too. And then I feel like the black also, he's invited and I hope he comes. That's what she said. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to go in with this beautiful kind of beigey, greige. And I'm going to be popping that in my crease, but I'll probably take it up a little bit so that it can say hello to my eyebrow. So this palette costs $16.99 and you can purchase her from the Ucanbe website. I don't think Ucanbe are actually selling much on AliExpress these days. And do you know what? I have not opened the AliExpress app up for, I mean, months at this point. Get a load of that gothic queen. I've not created like a cool tone look in so long. I used to be like a complete stan for cool toned looks, but then I think I just realised that warm tones suited me a bit more. I'm really loving that very grungy early 90s vibes and I'm loving it. So I am using patting motions just to get the shadow exactly where I want it. You know what, this shade, which I've not actually used before, it's surprised me by exactly like how dark she looks. I didn't think she was going to look quite this greige. I thought she was going to give us like a wash, like cream, but with a hint of grey. But no, she's hitting us full on in the vagina with an unapologetic massive load of grey. Okay, so I know it's looking kind of messy, but don't worry, because I'm not. So don't you be worrying. Like literally, guys, I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to go with this shade just because it is quite similar to the one that we just used. It's maybe like a little bit darker, I would say, but I'm going to just go in with that. I'm going to take it like more like in the crease. So just to give us a little bit of like depth with the look. It does definitely have a little hint of brown, which I am hoping is going to complement the grey, but I'm full of doubt inside. I'm trying to remain calm and relaxed because I don't want you to see my fear. But yeah, I'm immediately regretting going in with this eyeshadow But seeing as I've started, I'm going to just replicate on the other side because I want the look to be balanced. And now I'm going to swiftly move away from that shade and I'm not going back. Okay, so I actually want to go in with a light shade because I really want to like just soften the edges. A couple of options. We've got this kind of creamy white and then we have this tan shade. It's a tough choice, but I'm going to go in with the white because it can double up as like an under the brow highlight. So I'm just going to change my brush. I'm going to go in with this handsome little fella and I'm just going to pop that around the edges. You know, this look reminds me of a girl that I went to uni with called Steph. At one time, we kissed. Fun times. You know what? Whilst you're young, you've got to just, live your best life. Kiss some girls, you have to. Let your boyfriends watch. It's just part of the fun. Do I regret it? No. Can you see how that's done a great job just diffusing those harsh edges? I'm really happy with that. And the white is giving us a lot of highlights. So yes, yes, yes. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the shade that I've been most excited about. And it's this one. It's the kind of, it's like a purpley grey or like an aubergine, but probably like not anything like an aubergine at all. It's a grey purple, a glurple. So I'm going to take that shade and I'm going to use it in the outer V just to add some real ball breaking depth. I'm approaching with caution until I can see what she looks like, because what I find with this palette is a lot of the shades, because they are really pigmented, they actually come across as looking darker on the skin than they actually appear to be in the pan. You know what? I tried to make an effort with my hair today. You're going to look at this and you'll be like, what? This is you making an effort with your hair. I mean, I know it's shit. Like, I know it's shit, but from the front, it doesn't look so bad. I've not actually witnessed from the back. I'm sure I'll see this when I'm editing and I'll be like, oh my gosh. I think it looks kind of cute. What do you think, guys? It's just shit, isn't it? Anything I do with my... Oh, shit, I keep hitting the fucking camera and it keeps fucking shaking. But no, anything I do with my hair just looks shit. I don't know why I bother, to be honest. Well, I don't. 99% of the time, I just don't. Anyway, can you hear my tummy rumbling? It's saying, Amwen, feed me. Feed me. Oh, gosh, I am hungry, though. I'm going to try and cook a sweet potato later, like a jacket sweet potato. And I know no one probably cares, but I used to love a jacket sweet potato. But for whatever reason, every time I've tried to make one recently, it's got all soggy. And I have Googled this, just in case you're wondering, like maybe it's like a pressing issue, in your life. So I'm here to help. But I Googled it and Google said that sweet potatoes have a high moisture content. So they can get soggy. They can. So I've got a plan of action. I have a recipe. Apparently it takes like 50 minutes to bake a sweet potato in the oven. I ain't got time for that. I normally just pop it in the microwave and it takes like 7 minutes, but that has not been giving me good results. So I think I'm gonna have to like do the whole lifetime of a wait with it going in the oven. And I'm already fucking starving, like literally, like fucking starving. Can you honestly wait 50 minutes for a sweet potato to bake in the oven? The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking that's not happening. I'm going to nuke it in the microwave. Okay, so I'm going to just take that same shade under the eye. By the way, I love this shade. It's everything that I thought it would be and more. Well, maybe not more. It's just very nice. Do you know what? Ucanbe have been killing it with their new eyeshadow palettes. We had Toffee Fusion. Then they hit us with Midnight Express. I never remember the name. Midnight Gathering, that's it. It's a strange name for a palette, let's be honest. Midnight Gathering. It's like, I feel like it's meant to be a story, like you've given us like the first couple of words, but what happens next? Like, I'm intrigued to know, like, well, who's at the gathering? Like, where is it? What's happening? Is it someone's birthday, a special event? Are they doing a seance? Are they in a haunted forest? Are they naked? What's going on? Like, Midnight Gathering, I want to know, like, I'm intrigued, like, what's happening? I feel like I need to write a story now, like the Midnight Gathering, like what happened. Like, it sounds like it'd be really interesting. Anyway, right, so I really like that shade a lot. But yeah, oh, I was telling you about all the other palettes that I really liked, wasn't I? I liked, yeah, Midnight Gathering, Tarot Tea, Milk Tarot. I think it's Milk Tarot. Really loved that one. I also really loved their Mint Candy palette, which is the most recent one I filmed a review of. If you've not seen these reviews and you want to, then just check my recent uploads because they will all be there. I know other YouTubers say, oh, I'll link them all below, or I've created a special playlist for you, but do you know what? I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time. Like, I don't have enough time to bake my sweet jacket potato in the oven. So I'm definitely not going to be creating playlists and linking stuff down below. It's not because I'm being rude or unhelpful. It's just because this is not my full-time job. This is a hobby. And I don't really think a hobby should be administrative. Okay, so this is what we've got going on, and I really, really love it. As previously discussed, we're going in, I don't know why I suddenly went into like formal professional meeting mode, verbiage then, but this is what she looks like. She's a little bit powdery. Powdery is maybe not the right word. She's thick, maybe thick. She's still beautiful, but a bit thick, and there's nothing wrong with being thick. Oh no, she's fine, don't worry. I actually think that she's just very like, she's a bit more of like a pressed pigment. So once you kind of press her in, she's fine. She's fine. But yeah, it was just like when I first put my finger in, then I was just like, oh my gosh, is it an avalanche? Is it a snowstorm? Like, has someone just excavated my loft space? And we have a situation, like, what is it? But no, it's fine, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Everything that I was hoping she would be, but she's not on the lid yet. So let's not be premature. Okay, so I've got my flat brush. I have my underwide bra. I have my panty liner in, and I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Oh gosh, guys, she's absolutely gorgeous. The only kind of criticism I have is that she's maybe like, I'm maybe going to have to apply a lot of her, I feel, because she potentially could be a little bit patchy. Oh, hello. Are you okay, sweetie pie? How is it going?
Tired.
Oh, tired? Oh, well, do you know what? I'm a bit tired too, actually. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning for some reason. I just woke up and I was trying to get back to sleep, but I couldn't get back to sleep. And then I thought, do you know what? What's the point of me lying here in bed trying to go to sleep when I could just get up and do things? You can sleep when you're dead, can't you, Shay? That's what I always say. I cannot believe that you've been here in my presence for a couple of minutes and you have not commented on my beautiful makeup. I'm looking for, wow, OMG. Whoa! Or just like this. I'm blown away.
What's this purple thing?
Jay, don't be looking in that bag. Don't be looking in that bag. That's the present bag. You're meant to be forgetting. Oh, Dre, have you peeped the new bath mats in the bathroom? I really want you to go in.
Oh, I see.
They're amazing, and I want a good reaction. I don't hear wow, OMG.
Okay.
Do you like?
Yeah.
I think they're fabulous, Jay. It took me ages to decide what to get, but I'm so happy with my new bath mats.
What? They look basic.
Dre, there's going to come a day maybe, probably not maybe for you, but if you decide you want to marry a lady or have a girlfriend or even a boyfriend, one of you will be excited about a bath mat. That day, I never thought I would ever be excited about buying a bath mat. I never thought I'd be excited about that. But when you get to a certain age, Dre, all of a sudden, a new bath mat is equivalent to...
bath mat.
A bath mat. This look, I just can't stop. Like I cannot stop applying this eyeshadow because it's so beautiful and it just seems to get better every time. But I do have loads of fallout, so that's a negative, definitely. I think that's telling me to stop now, stop. But look, the one thing that I do love about cool tone shadows is how green it kind of makes my eyes look, which is odd because warm tone shadows also bring out the green in my eyes. So I don't know quite how that works, but either way, I don't mind, and I'm not going to waste any time questioning it because who gives a shit really? Not me. You know what? There is a temptation like deep within my vagina to go in with this shade. No, I'm not going to do it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go back in with that very first shade that we went in with because I want to just have a little bit more going on in the crease. So I'm going to do that and then I think I'll finally be happy. I'll finish everything else off and I will show you the final look. Do you know what, right? I'm outraged because, you know, whenever I see people on YouTube and they've experienced an unfortunate situation of fallout and they just simply go in with a brush and just like wipe it away. Well, that's not worked for me. Like, why does that not work in reality? Okay, so I finished the look. I could not go in with a cool toned pink on the cheeks because I just think like any cool toned eye look deserves a popping cool tone pink up on the cheeks. But anyway guys, this is the final look. I don't believe I've fully got rid of all of the fallout, but I don't really give a shit, honestly. Like, I just hope that nobody can see it. It's my main thing. Like, I hope nobody sees it, and even if they do, they're not going to say anything, and I'll just be in denial about the fact that they can see any fallout. And I'll just carry on living my life being happy as I am. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this second look at the Toffee Fusion palette. I could sit here for the next couple of minutes just like raving about her all over again, but I'm not going to because that would be boring, and I always do it at the end of videos. I over explain when I've kind of said everything I need to say, and you've seen the palette in action. I love the colour story, and if you love the colour story, I know for a fact you're going to love the palette because the formula is downright outrageously great. Anyway guys, I am going to go, but thank you so much as always for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! Oh, just one final thing. I would really appreciate it if you could let me know if you'd be interested to see any other looks from the Midnight Gathering. Oh my gosh, I don't want to even say that name because it's going to send me down this digression pathway of thinking of what's happened, like why are they there, who drove, did they carpool, are the tents up, like what are they doing, is there a campfire? I just really want to know, do they have marshmallows, like what the feck are they doing? But so you got the milk tower, that or the mint candy, just let me know. I've just made my camera shake again. I will never learn. And just in case you've not seen any of those, shit, fuck, I hope the milk taro is still intact after I just threw her down onto my makeup table. She's fine. So this is the milk taro. Oh, she's so gorgeous. This is the mint candy. And here we have the beginning of a story herself, the Midnight Gathering. Okay, so I'm really going to feck off this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.